DePasquale.
Oh.
Let me tell you about your choices before we invite Frank to join us. And I should let you know from the get-go that every single time this has been on the air, it completely sells out. And you all absolutely love it. So I'm very excited to be able to have it. We have a couple different combinations for you. This is only the third time it's ever been on the air. And everything in our food and wine today is for easy pay. So you can really work it into your budget quite nicely on this. Save that ruler, because you're going to find these are about 3 inches high. This is lasagna like you'd order at a white glove high-end Italian restaurant. And I don't know about your family, but Nick and I love good Italian food. And it's the tomatoes and it's the cheese. All right, so what are you going to have here? This is going to give you the 2 cheese. So if you want the two lasagnas, the 2 2-pound things of lasagna, you are going to have ricotta and mozzarella in there and lots of other things, including Marzano tomatoes. And then if you prefer the meat, that's going to be filled with ground beef, mozzarella, and ricotta as well with that. Or you can have one of each. If you want one beef or one meat and 1 cheese, you can do that. All right. So, Mike, if you want the meat, 200, that's it. All right. Already very, very popular. I mean, and you get everything. Actually, this is what it looks like. And this, if you live in Boston, you're very familiar with. The Boston North End knows about this restaurant. These restaurants, I should say, because there's about a dozen of them, the Bricco restaurants. All kinds of celebrities and athletes go there, and it's like impossible to be able to get any kind of reservation. So you will bring this home. And let me tell you, we were talking about how heavy that dessert was. This is heavy in itself, and you will have 2 of these. All right, Rick, I know this was something that you were very, very excited about as well.
I'm excited about the guy, Frank DePasquale. Hey, great to have you back, buddy.
Hi,
How you
Frank.
doing?
It's a pleasure. It's such a pleasure to be back. I'm very excited about it.
This guy's the goods, man. Look at it. That's not a set. That's like real beef hanging in the background. And this guy is like, I want to go to Boston on vacation just to
Me
go to
too.
the restaurants.
You know, I have to
You
say,
are the man.
Frank, I felt the same way. I was like, I have his phone number, and this, you know, this is the restaurant that people can't ever get into, that wait months to be able to.
Yeah.
So tell us about the lasagna, and I bet this is one of the most sought after things when people come to your restaurant.
Well, the lasagna is, honestly, it's done with the very, very best product that you could possibly make lasagna with. You're using the Gragnano pasta, which is the finest air-dried pasta from Italy. It is sensational. It is the best. It has that nice al dente bite when you put your teeth into it, and you will love it. And it's all about ingredients. To make a great lasagna, of course, it's a great layered pasta. And to make a great lasagna, you need a great pasta. You need a great San Marzano tomato, only picked in the month of August. This is the time that they're picking the tomatoes right now in Italy. And these tomatoes come from
Only in the
only
summer.
in the month of August.
Yeah.
Yes, because and it's right underneath the Vesuvio in Italy where I was born. And you got the fresh buffalo mozzarella. You got the backyard garden basil. You have the Parmigiano Reggiano, and it's aged. It's going to be at least 18 months aged. You put this all together, and you have a meal like no other meal. I can actually recall that when I was in Italy, I remember I was afraid if anybody would knock on the door, because I know my portion of the lasagna would be a little smaller, because I was afraid that the doorbell would ring and my mom would take part of my lasagna, part of Dad, part of my sister's, and that would be the end of it, and I get a little piece of lasagna. So I learned to eat my lasagna very, very fast.
That's a great story. I love it, Frank. Talk to us about the cheese in the meat is flying out of here. What's in the cheese and all those layers? I mean, you talked about the pasta, talked about the tomatoes that are only harvested in August. What's going on with all this wonderful cheese?
Well, all the cheese, it all melts together, and it's so gooey, and it's uplifting when you put it in your mouth, and you just have that squish, that great feeling. This is a lasagna that you do not want to miss. This is, honestly, it's my heart is poured into this lasagna. I hope there's a little left for me at the end of the show.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know where you can get 2 of these and 2 lasagnas. Frank, what should I do with it when I get it home?
Well, first of all, make sure that the doorbell doesn't ring so you don't have to share it with anybody else. So I would say buy a little extra to put it in the fridge and to keep it there so you have enough. Whatever you might say, this is the very best. I could not give it any better.
We love that you're here on QVC. We know that if you've ever had a chance to go to the North End, or maybe you're lucky enough to live in Boston or close enough to be able to go visit one of these restaurants, this is something that you are so well known for. And the fact that you've done all the hard work, it's all about the ingredients. I mean, everybody can layer lasagna, but we don't have access to these ingredients. Come on over here with me for a minute. This is only your 3rd time on the air with us, Frank, and every single time it has sold out very, very quickly. So here's an update for everybody. If you want the cheese, both of them, there's 150, and then it's completely sold out. If you want the meat, 3 dozen. And if the combo is the one you want, 600, and that would be 1 meat and 1 cheese.
Get the combo.
Get the combo?
Combo it is.
Yeah,
Combo it is.
yeah, combo it is.
Definitely.
I think it should come with like a bottle of Brunello, bottle of Chianti,
Yes.
right? That's what it should come with. A couple of glasses, and it should
Good
come,
bread.
And it should come with a recording of you talking. That's what I think. So that when you serve it, you go, look at it. You got the cheese, you got a ricotta right there, and the tomatoes, and tomatoes. You got the thing, and you're just like, it's just better. You know, it's like going to a great Italian restaurant, and you feel like you're really getting authentic food.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
I grew up in Minnesota. Hard to come by, right? You've been to Italy. Mm-hmm. It's like simple ingredients, but they're all great, and you're happy, and it's
amazing.
And it's amazing. That's what this
Thank
is,
you,
Frank.
thank
That's what
you.
this is.
Absolutely amazing.
Great.
Frank, you have brought Italy to our home. Oh, I was going to talk about the meat, but it completely sold out. Mike, we could get the combo, though. If you want the meat, then you can get 1 meat and 1 cheese if you want to do something like that. I mean, there's not a bad choice here. If I was not going to eat this right away, and maybe I was saving it for Sunday dinner, could I put this in the freezer and it would last up to about a month or more?
Yeah, maybe even longer.
Okay.
Maybe even longer. And you just starve it out for about a couple of hours. And then you put in the oven for 360 degrees, preheated oven, and it'll taste the way I'm going to taste this one in a few minutes.
I love it. This is a lasagna where you do not need a large piece, because take a look. As I said to Rick earlier, save the ruler, because that's 2 to 3 inches of lasagna that you are getting, and it's a taste of Italy, the finest restaurants right here in your own home with these fine ingredients. Frank, loved meeting you. Thank you so much for being kind enough to bring this back so that we could go ahead and serve it to our family. It's Sunday dinner at its very best. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Frank.
Thank you.
If you want the cheese, 100. Combo, 500, and then it is completely sold out. We don't know when we're going to get it back. That's the thing. So make sure that you are dialing in. It's M74391. No auto delivery.
By the way, update for you. Delizioso says bye-bye. Adios. Sold out. Smart Shopper shopping on QVC. Speaking of salads, here's another one, everybody. If you missed the first hour, this amazing